Okay, hey, good morning, everybody. So, new data has shown, the new MPI data has shown and confirms that there is 100,000+ illegal immigrants that reside in Charlotte, North Carolina, right? So 1/3 are from Honduran nationals with a heavy concentration in construction and cash-based labor sectors, okay? So federal agencies, as we know, have repeatedly flagged Mecklenburg County as a high-risk hub for transnational criminal networks exploiting weak local cooperation policies, specifically with Gary McFadden, right? Also known as Sanctuary Gary. So here's the crazy part, is that Sheriff McFadden continued to refuse ICE detainer cooperation, and also this caused operational blind spots that federal law enforcement insists now have put the county and the state at risk. So growing concerns from residents, former law enforcement officials, and community advocates warned that leadership failures are enabling dangerous actors to operate with and in the county. Also, there is, if you go and look on like social media, there is certain Facebook posts and other conversations that talk about that Gary McFadden was in bed with the drug cartel, right? He also has ties to Maxine Walters. I don't like her. She just is a angry woman, period. I'll address her at another time. So, because it's still early, it's too early in the morning to really go there. So here's the thing, like, the main reason why everybody in North Carolina, and especially and in Charlotte, but the main outrage that we're seeing right now because of Border Patrol being there, let's just be honest, okay? This sudden outrage from certain leaders, business groups, isn't about immigration law, what rights. And then the funny thing is for you guys to even sit there and say that illegal immigrants have the same constitutional protections and so forth as American citizens do, which is straight up BS, okay? This is primarily about construction companies losing access and other businesses losing access to cheap, undocumented labor they've depended upon for years in the state of North Carolina. And then you add the fact that, meanwhile, Sheriff McFadden continues and has continued for years since he came in office in 2018, refusing ICE detainer. You know, there's a Not My Fault Gary, Sanctuary Gary. This is, I really don't, because I get that. I really don't think that anybody is actually concerned as much about the immigrants. And you see this a lot with the Democratic Party, how they have always, even dating back to the slave times during slavery, they did not want the slaves to be free because they liked having the free labor. So that mindset is still very prevalent in a lot of the Democratic Party, as well as other, and America in general, that it's not so much that they really care about immigrants, that they care about these individuals. It is the more of the fact that they are concerned because they're losing cheap labor. That's the main thing that most of these people are concerned about, is that they are losing their cheap labor, okay? So this isn't a political debate. You have 100,000 of people, of illegal immigration in one county. That's just one county alone, Mecklenburg County. Now, if they was to branch out into other parts of the state, even out in Western North Carolina, it's going to be a lot more. North Carolina is especially towards the western part of the state, is also very, very big and has a very large immigrant population for illegal Hispanics. So I just don't understand. I really don't. I just do not understand why, with everything that you guys see going on in that city, between the soft on crime policies, the murders, the individuals with long criminal backgrounds being released 30 plus times before they end up murdering somebody, drug dealers, murderers, other criminals walking free, even the illegal immigrants, when they're arrested in Mecklenburg County, they get out on bond, they're released. And McFadden does nothing and has done nothing to cooperate with ICE for years. It just totally baffles me. It really does. Like, I just do not understand. I'm so grateful that I live here in Florida, where we have a governor and our local law enforcement, local elected officials and state elected officials, they are more concerned about public safety and keeping criminals, all criminals, regardless if they are American citizens or here illegally, off the streets and from harming hardworking American people. I just don't know the mindset of you guys up there in North Carolina. I mean, this is exactly why I moved. And then to see the comments from the governor, oh, they're scaring the black and brown people. If you don't have any warrants for your arrest, if you are here legally in this country, if you are not doing anything wrong, and also if you follow lawful orders of local and federal law enforcement officials, 9 times out of 10, you don't got shit to worry about. Really. Nothing. I'm just 100,000. Well, I mean, all this is pretty much shown is that Gary McFadden and local elected officials in Mecklenburg County, Charlotte, North Carolina, have totally lied to the residents of Mecklenburg County, the state of North Carolina, and the entire nation that they are not a sanctuary city. They are clearly a sanctuary city. They clearly have lost control of handling their city and enforcing law and order. So you guys get what you get. I hope they send the National Guard next, and that's all I'm going to say. And here's the other thing. Any elected official that is there in the county or anywhere else in the United States that is telling the public and citizens to not follow lawful orders and not to work and are totally hindering federal intervention from Border Patrol, ICE, National Guard, and so forth, you guys are really dancing on treason and obstruction of justice. And that's just the truth. It's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. So, but hope everybody has a good morning, has a good day, and I'm watching and judging. Yep, watching and judging. Bye.